Hello and welcome to your twin flame reading for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and the current union energy going on between you and your beloved twin flame, whether or not you're aware of who that twin flame of yours is or not, or you're uncertain. Wherever you are, just, relax. It's okay. And also know, no matter where you are at in your journey, you're always going to be asked to surrender attachment and practice radical non-attachment to your twin flame. So if these kinds of things come up, either presented through another person or just in your own consciousness or something, question mark, it's just safe to love yourself there and to be willing to take that journey and find out what's on the other side. And, a lot of people have false twin flame experiences, but not everyone, right? So you're kind of definitely left with you and God is essentially what you're left with. And that's why that relationship, it's why it's so important, but also it's how you can receive your twin flame, and that's why oftentimes that question comes up to the point where you really have to surrender, right, and allow God to deliver your true twin flame to you. It just sounds funny, through a stork or something, but really though, and that can happen no matter, again, where you're at your journey. Even if you are in a healthy union, with your twin flame, it's still just it's always you and God, and you really want God at the center of your reality. It's very very good, very important. And when I say God, if that word is not your fave, to refer to the divine with, source, energy, you can definitely get past that trigger because it's all, one and the same thing. But it's also safe to just do what feels good to you at this time in terms of how you, connect with love, essentially. So, okay, cool. Well, that message just came right through, so now we can get started with this reading. So I have Eternal Crystals Oracle by Jade Sky today, and then I have one Notes from the Universe on Abundance by Mike Dooley. So we're going to turn over that Abundance card first, and I've got this nice citrine crystal. Been using this one all day today, really enjoying it. Even almost feels like it could be like a smudge stick, crystal energy everywhere. Okay, there we go. So, let's take a moment to appreciate this pretty card. Very nice. Okay. While it's often thought that happiness may spring from having some serious bucks, it actually works best the other way around. Your celestial financial planner, the universe. And I don't think they're talking about deer here. Get it? Yeah. So basically, if you're focused on I'll be happy when I have, the money I want to do the things I want, that's definitely not it. And I think most of us have a story to tell about someone who seemed to have it all, but became unwound. It's not about having all of your material needs met, although that is definitely a part of the picture, of claiming your abundance and your life purpose and being supported in it. But if you're just chasing after the money, it's chasing after your twin flame too. I want to be with my twin flame, so I'm gonna just go get them. And it actually might even work out. You might be able to do that for a period of time and be sort of in a almost like a soulmate relationship with your twin flame, where you're kind of codependent or somehow yeah, like just doing that. But at some point, it's gonna unravel, it's gonna unwind, it's not gonna work, because that's not where your happiness is. Your happiness is not outside of you, and your twin flame's not outside of you, and the money that you desire, or whatever that money is for you. If you already have money, maybe it's something else, but that's not it. It really is God. And so when you allow God into that place, where your desires are, then God can really help you purify that desire within. And you can also really much more easily decipher when there is ego trying to pretend to be divine, or even not pretend at all to be divine and just be icky, and it's icky, but you feel like you have to listen to it because you're afraid or whatever. And so it's just safe to really choose love first. And sometimes you are going to be faced with things that it's like, well, clearly this choice feels loving, but maybe there's some more like logical kind of risk involved. Like, well, this isn't a clear shot. And so, yeah, it's safe to bring logic in there. It's safe to look at all the angles, but you also don't want to spend more time and energy on something than you need to when you already have the answer in your heart. So it's just, it's important to become mastered at that and to choose that, so that you learn when it's appropriate to just choose love, which is it's always appropriate to choose love, but to be able to feel that more clearly, and so to be able to make that choice more efficiently is going to help your ascension journey a lot. And sometimes you're going to learn that through some contrast too, right? Like just maybe even like this card says, maybe you have kind of chased after money or a reputation first or something, or maybe you even did it kind of with good intentions, but at some point something like just like you didn't have the ability to continue on in that direction because you weren't on a steady foundation, and so your trajectory wasn't clear. So this helps you really clarify your trajectory, and it's God's job to really do that, right? And you can go along with the plan. And this also speaks to Mars retrograde, and I've said this a few times in different ways. I feel like Mars retrograde especially is about the divine plan and getting clear on what your personal plan for your life purpose is. And so there's some healing to do before action is taken. And so the action that you're taking at this time might just feel a little different, and it might feel a little more planned in ways that you're kind of like not used to even. And that's a really good thing. It's really juicy to go into those places where you're not used to kind of like planning and getting really clear on how to do things strategically, but from a place of pure love. And then you're really carving the way for yourself and perhaps to teach others how to do that going forward. So, yeah, happiness springs from love, right? So just choosing love. So we're going to move on to the Divine Feminine card. And your card, ooh, that's cool, because I put the rose quartz on the Divine Masculine's card. And this card I picked recently for a reading too. I don't know if it was last night or the night before, but real recently. So yeah, rose quartz, love, heart chakra. So the Divine Feminine is really clearing some big block to love. That's really nice, and I definitely feel that. So just it's speaking to your higher heart too. So just pay attention to that feeling of your higher heart. And the rose quartz really like depicts that energy very well. And it's the kind of energy that can really reach out in the form of pure love, and it's very magnetic too to your twin flame, because your twin flame definitely desires for you to connect with your high heart. And when you're really fully present in your heart space, like your twin flame's right there with you, right? Being themselves and in their heart space, but also right there with you and yours. So congratulations, Divine Feminine, you are doing a good job. So we're going to move on to the Divine Masculine card. And we have Jade, good luck. Ooh, another heart chakra card. And this is taking us deeper, kind of like to the center of the heart. And it's, it's more cooling and calming. And so really nice grounding complement to what the Divine Feminine is experiencing. And you can see how they both come together so well. I also just have to say, I really love this color combo together too. It's really nice, and it does depict like the whole heart chakra really well. Pink isn't always put into representations of the heart chakra, but I really like it when it is. So yeah, and this is also like bestowing blessings onto the Divine Masculine. Good luck, blessings like one and the same, right? And just in you choosing to honor your heart and to heal very deeply in that place, it's much easier to receive the blessings that, are being like, that you're just like magnetizing, right? Like that the divine desires for you to receive. And those blessings are not just for you, they are for your union. So anything that you receive based in love is also something that is foundational for your union with your twin flame. So it's safe to fully receive that and to know that like as you heal, you're like not just healing yourself, but you're also healing the Divine Feminine too. So that's really very nice. And of course, it goes both ways. So that's going to do it for today's reading. Really beautiful, gentle reading for today. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Like and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And thanks for subscribing. If you're already subscribed, really appreciate all the subscribers. And I hope that you really are enjoying the videos that you catch that I'm putting out. And check out the links below. The Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine card reading that I do is going to be going up in price. I don't really know, I guess that's the best way to say that. But yeah, at the end of the month, the end of September. So depending, if you're somehow catching this after September, well, then you can just forget what I said. But otherwise, I would really recommend, if you've been thinking about it or suddenly you're like, ooh, yeah, that's for me. I would love my own recorded personal reading for my twin flame union. Then check that out in the links below. Order it today. It'll be ready soon when you do. I have been doing quite a few of them, and I really enjoy doing each one, and each one is super unique as well. So yeah, that's going to do it for all I have to say. So just sit with these cards, really soak in that loving energy, and have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, take care. Bye.